Okay, let me make sure I get this correctly understood. The absolute, we cannot allow this act, is the bended knee, head bowed position similar to prayer with God. But police brutality, backroom dealing DAs, and crooked judges are perfectly fine. I respectfully ask you, the protectors of freedom and rights, to explain to myself and other recipients of injustice how the position we use to pray to God more disrespectful to your service than the second-rate justice system you spilled first-class blood for. I am honestly conflicted between my utmost respect for your service, sir, and ma'am, and the players' protest for the actual injustice similar to that which cost me a child back in 2010. Not too long ago, I saw a news story that should not keep reoccurring in a nation that brags about having the best legal system in the world. Another man has been released from prison after serving 20 plus years of his life for a crime he did not commit. The news report continued to applaud his forgiving attitude and lack of malice. What I noticed was a lack of anger or concern about the integrity of our justice system or the mistrust that results. So what type of justice do we receive from the best in the world legal system for our tax dollars and your blood? The highest incarceration rate in the world without the crime to justify it. And 1 out of every 4 people found innocent signed a confession. I'm willing to bet every innocent person would love the opportunity to explain face to face how inept the justice system has to be for admitting to the crime you did not commit to sound like a good idea. Integrity, honor, trust, respect, dignity, courage. To the soldiers that stood up when the nation needed not just men, but brave, bold, heroic patriots. These aren't pretty words to be placed in a campaign speech or a commercial, but tangible qualities that can be observed and measured even. So when I talk about injustice, I'm not talking about understandable human or well-intentioned mistakes, but outright denial of freedom, justice, and rights. The institutions and systems that make up our nation don't have to operate perfectly for us to thrive and advance. Quite frankly, when is it ever? But there has to be a standard by which we as a nation must set a point by which we will hold ourselves and our government. One thing I understand very clearly from my studies in history, news events, as well as my own personal journey, is there is certainly a point of no return. I remember as a kid, we used to brag about our educational system as one of the best in the world. With little fanfare and few alarms, our educational system has fallen to 17 last time I checked. How far can our justice system fall before the nation you spill blood for falls with it? So what do I expect from soldiers taught not to question why, but to do and die? I expect modern day soldiers to be smarter than dumb, to be intelligent enough not to be used as pawns in international chess game in which foreign adversaries convince you that knee-bent, head-bowed position is a disrespectful position to hold before the stars and stripes. I would not only respect, but I would follow your dissent of the NFL players' protest if it was based upon knee-bent, head-bowed. That's the position of prayer reserved for God Almighty. It's just a colored piece of cloth by comparison. I need you to stand, sir. In fact, I wish the NFL Players Association made an agreement with you soldiers, that if you stand with them outside the field, well, there would be no need to protest on the field, now would it? What a powerful message that was sent to the world about American patriotism, our concern and loyalty for each other, our ability to solve our own problems peacefully. Since the founding of the Republic, tens of millions of lives have been lost. Each person carries 5 quarts of blood. That's the price paid for present-day freedoms, liberty, justice, and rights. I'm going to stand up for those ideas and values, even if I'm the last man standing. These ideas and values fall in line with my Christian commandment. Love your brother as you love yourself. Thank you for your service, and may God bless you with salvation.